special fields, we're going to take a look at some special text object features. Let's build a new report, but before we do that, let's save the changes to our existing report. So I click Save, and now I'm going to create a new report, and it's going to be a custom report based once again on the Extreme database. So I'm going to go ahead and select Extreme. From the Extreme database, I'm simply going to select the customer table and click OK. So now I'm ready to begin adding fields to my detail section. I'm going to grab the customer ID and go ahead and add that. I also want to add the customer name, which I'm going to size before I continue. After the customer name, I'm going to add the customer position, or contact position actually. And I'm going to size that object as well, the field representation as well as the text object. Let's go ahead and insert a group. So to insert a group, I can use the Insert Group tool that's on the supplemental toolbar. I select Insert Group, and I'm going to insert a group that's based on the contact position. So I select contact position, and I'm going to repeat the group header on each page. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Now let's go ahead and preview the report. If we take a look, we have our owners, and you can see that we have customer ID, customer name, and we have contact position repeated as well. I'm going to go ahead and return to the design of this report. Now remember that our group header number 1 just contains the contact position. With that object selected, I'm going to delete it. So I'm going to make sure it's selected, and I'm going to tap delete so that it's now gone. I'm going to add it, but I'm going to add it back as a text object. I'm going to place it within the group header, and now I'm going to type contact position and a colon. Now what I want to do is drag and drop the contact position field from the Insert Fields list into the group header. Notice that it's taking up 2 lines. We need to size the object, and now you can see that it indeed fits. Let's go ahead and preview now and see what we get. If I click Preview, you can see that it says Contact Position, colon, and then Owner. And if I look at other contact positions, I need to drag this back down. I accidentally placed it in the page header when I moved it. If I look at other contact positions, you can see that the other contact positions display the same way. Contact position, colon, and then the actual name of that particular contact position. I'm going to right-click this contact position text object, and I'm going to select Format Text. This allows me to format this text conditionally or otherwise. Notice that I'm placed within the Format Editor dialog. Now that I've done that, I can, for example, go to the Font tab, and in the Font tab, I can change the font to Tahoma Western, change the size to 16, and change the color to navy. Clicking OK, you can see that I've made changes to that text. So the idea here is that you can actually combine things within your text objects. If you use a field object, you're simply going to get the data in that field, which remember can be based on a formula. But with a text object, you can combine text like this along with fields very, very easily. A great way to enhance our report would be to add a line under each contact position before all the data for that particular contact position prints. Fortunately, this is very easy to accomplish. I'm going to begin by sizing this text object, making it shorter but wider. And now that I've done that, I'm ready to add a line right under here within my report. In order to add a line, I click the Line or Insert Line tool, which is the leftmost tool on the supplementary toolbar. I grab the line object and notice that I get what looks like a pencil. I can now click and drag to draw the line within my report. I'm going to draw it all the way across and let go. So now you've seen that I've inserted a line within my report. Now if I'd like, I can actually format this line. Guess what? Right-click the line and select Format Line. Once I've done that, I can change the style of the line, as well as, for example, the width of the line or the color of the line. Right now it's set to single. I can instead pick that I want it to be dashed. Because I've made it dashed, I cannot change its width. Now if I go back to single, I can change it to make it thicker. For example, to this thickness right here, and I can change its color. We'll change its color to navy so that it matches the text up above it. Clicking OK. I'm going to click off of it so we can get a better look. And notice that there's a thick blue line underneath each contact position title. If I go back to the previous page, we can take a look and see that the same thing occurs on the previous page. And if I go to the zoom factor or zoom control and change it to whole page, we can even get a better overall look at what we've done. So you can see it looks quite nice. Let's go ahead and save our work. So I'm going to click the Save tool, and I'm going to enter customer information by position. And I'm going to go ahead and click Save. Not only can you add objects such as lines to your report,